So after a long rain delay, Yankees pull it off 4-3 in extras against the Toronto Blue Jays. And after months of frustrating play, DJ LeMahieu has another breakthrough game. Second in a week. He had 6 RBIs the other day against the Phillies, and walk-off hit again today against the Blue Jays. It's nice to see him getting mobbed by his teammates. Fan-freaking-tastic. About freaking time we're on here, right? Like, my God. This rain delay lasted forever. But shout out to everybody in here. Let's celebrate this win. Smack that thumbs up. Let's celebrate. We got my man Clemenza, Sean. Some of you might not even be here anymore. Clemenza, Sean Browning, my man 4 Train Express. Jonathan's in the building. Yankee Capitals fan. What is happening? Yeah. Yes, indeed. CT Cards. Sunset Sam. What is happening? Did the White Sox bring... Oh, my God. The White Sox lost 20th in a row. Oh, my gosh. Oh, yeah. Peanuts in the building. Consigliere. Yep. Not a lot of guys left on base today, but they pulled off the walk. I always hate it, when the Yankees went extra innings with this freaking ghost runner, because it hardly ever works out for the Yankees, but it worked out for them today. Really, really did. Kudos to Mark Leiter, for holding him down, and our new bullpen acquisitions, Mark Leiter, did a good job. And I can't fault Clay Holmes for the ball save. I mean, the fact of the matter is that in the ninth, not in the ninth, was the 8th or 7th, whatever it was, 8th. And that ball should have been played or caught by Trent Grisham or Aaron Judge, and they blew it. And Tommy Kahnle loaded the bases, and he left Clay Holmes with a terrible situation. He walked in, but he got the first out, but it was a sac fly. The guy scored, tied the game at 3. But nevertheless, it doesn't matter. Yankees won. They won the series against the Jays, too. Fan-freaking-tastic. Yes, indeed, still in first place. Who else we got here? Yes, Peanuts in the building. David Herrera's in the building. Lou. What do you know? Sweet Lou's in the house. Yeah, Clemens is back. More train. Wink. Wink, 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 baby. Damn right, walk off. Damn right. Yes, indeed. DM Jack is in the building. Okay. Anthony's here, too. Hayden. What is happening? Cam, what do you know, my man? What do you know? That's right. DJ's kind of showing some signs of life with his bat, right? It's kind of nice for the old man to come through. Yep. Yeah, exactly, DJ. The 5-man infield, he put it right up the middle where there weren't any infielders. So they played him shallow, smacked it right up in the middle where they couldn't get it. That's right, man. Good evening to you, Anthony. Yes, indeed. Yeah, and this is the time right now. I mean, this is the time also, Clemenza, this is the time when he can tack on wins and series wins and stuff and just pile on the wins, put themselves in a good spot for the postseason. Right, James? Yes, indeed. I know Aaron Judge, 3 intentional walks today. 3 intentional freaking walks. Jesse Patterson, Javi Melez. What's good? Damn right we won. Yeah, this is it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. Like I was saying, too, generally in extra innings with the ghost runner, Yankees haven't done well. But it's nice when they do pull it through and get the win in extra innings. So DJ got powdered. He did get powdered. He got powdered and water bottled, man. Yeah, he did, David. Yeah, Mark is in the place. What's happening? Yeah, some little by little that the momentum shifting for the Yankees. They have a better feel and a better vibe around the team. And Cole's solid today in his game back. So I'll take it, man. I'll take it. And they slowly clawed back, man. They really did. Just a couple of sacrifice flies, 2 sacrifice flies, tied the game at 2, and then Juan Soto put them ahead with that big home run, and then they were up by 3, and then the tie, and then they won. It was like, these are the types of games that we need the Yankees to win. These close games, right? Whether it's 9-inning or extra inning game, we need the Yankees to win more of these games. David Herrera, what's good? Crawford experience. Yes, we did. We got a series. Now we got the Angels coming to town. And I think the Texans. So this is the time when the Yankees could maybe pile on some wins here. No. Joe. Yeah, man. I know. I know. Leiter, I mean, he should get an opportunity. But again, I'm not faulting Clay Holmes for today. He didn't. In the infield, the outfield defense and Tommy Kahnle did him dirty, man. They left him in a real shitty situation, man. And he got the 2 outs. So, yeah. Leiter is doing well. Yeah. Chisholm's making some good defensive plays at third base. He's sticking with it, getting out. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. CWE, let's rock and roll, baby. Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, even Mariano Rivera could have gotten those 2 outs, but it would have been a blown save, right? So that was all Tommy Kahnle. He loaded the bases, and the defense loaded the bases. Anytime you walk in with the bases loaded, that's not fun. And less than 2 outs, not fun for anybody. Buckeye, yes, we did win. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's right. Should we get Jack Leiter? Is he available? Oh, you can't. I don't think you can do it now. Can't make any trades now if the trade deadline's over. But he was a highly touted young pitcher from Vanderbilt, that's for sure, Jack Leiter. Doesn't seem to be panning out. Exactly, David. There's no ghost run in the playoffs. Thank the heavens. Let's just get to the playoffs. And then everybody starts at 0-0. You know, their record started at 0-0. So, the boy wonder, yeah. That's right. Yankees are 67 wins now. Yeah, remember last year they had 82 wins. They were 82 and 80 last year. So right around the corner, we're going to pass 82. We're going to pass their 82. So, yeah, keep smacking that like button again. Let's try to get to 100 likes if we can. Celebrate this walk-off win together. Man. Yeah, I'm with you too, CTK. I can't stand Ghost Runner. I mean, I wish it would be different. I talked about this too. Like, my idea of Ghost Runner should be like the 10th and 11th inning, the runner should be intent on first base. And then after the 11th, if they're still there, then you move them up to second. Not until then. I'd say the first 2 extra innings, put them at first. You know, give the team that's pitching a little bit of an even playing field. It's definitely a disadvantage for the team that's inheriting the extra, the other team's extra inning runner, Ghost Runner. Go Eagles and Warriors, there. Damn right, let's go. Demon D, what's good, man? Yep, I'll take this win any way I can get it, man. This and some good track and field today in the Olympics, man. Good day. It's a good day. It is a good day. Yeah, he was doing the Scarface. Yeah, and we got 40 likes already. Let's try to get as close to 100 again. If anybody hasn't hit that thumbs up yet, please hit it. Please hit it. Yeah, Cole definitely settled in. He did his thing. He kept him in the game. Yeah. Exactly, Stephen B. Yeah. Fire them all. Get Hader here. Get Patrick Corbin, Robbie Ray. Yeah. The talking points from the geniuses. That's right. That's right, Stephen B. Yeah, it wasn't fun seeing Judge walked, so, but they fear the guy. You know how dangerous he is. He goes deep when he puts wood to the ball. He goes deep a lot. So, yeah. Yesterday, day before, like he's sitting a lot in 41 bombs already. So, yeah, I mean, believe me, I would like that too, Wink. I don't think they'll ever agree to it, but I would like your idea with Ghost Runner too. I think it's at the end of the day, it's an effort for them to speed up the games, right? That's what they've talked about. We got to speed up the games. This is what they ultimately want to do. So, you know, yeah, Keith in the building. Not a 5 infielders did not work. Damn right. Jack, you have to be on the roster before September 1st in order to make the playoffs. Even a call up. You know. So Buckeye, you can bring an outfielder to play infield, but the infield that infield has got to be playing near the grass, in the back of the infield. That's as far as I know, Buckeye. That's what I know the rule is. But you can bring an outfielder in to play in any extra innings to play as a defensive ad in the infield for somebody like DJ who tends to put the ball on the ground, which he did. He just put it where they weren't. 57 likes. All right, let's keep hitting them thumbs up. People, I mean, Yankees Capital, we've been hearing Fire Boone, Art Cashman all year and last year from the same people all the time. We keep hearing Yankees will never win a ring with Boone and Cashman and blah. We hear that all the time too. So, hear from these people who have never played baseball, don't have any clue what baseball is about. So, but that's just the way that it is. Yeah, he's Big G's. He's looking rusty with the home run power, that's for sure. But he's put the ball in play. He's got a couple of hits, but he doesn't look as bad as he usually does, which is good. LeMahieu's not in his dang. He's got 2 more years after this year. LeMahieu. Yep, he's not a free agent until 27. Bobby Witt, and look at Stephen Kwan too from the Indians. He's up there as well. Yep. Stephen Kwan is up there quite a bit. From the Guardians, not the Indians. My gosh, Mark Leiter came up big. Yep, got that good swing and miss stuff. Well, exactly, Buckeye. You got a DFA judge. He walks too much. We can't keep having this. Yeah, exactly, Bill. I mean, exactly, Buckeye. I mean, I don't know what people are thinking here. It's not. Yeah. 12. Yeah, Billy Clemenza. Yep. Yeah, those super duper extra innings game. Thankfully, they don't happen as often as than they more often than they do now. Which a game doesn't get that long until maybe 1 or 2 one a year, one every other year, like 18th inning plus. But excuse me, 18th inning. That's a whole other game. It's a whole other game. So especially if you have to play another one tomorrow, that sucks. At least I think the Yankees are off tomorrow, so at least they can recover from this. Yeah, the devastated. Yeah, I'm sure Cole will learn probably another pitch as well. So if I was the GM, would I use the money you have on Soto or use that money? Soto. Jack. Soto's priority number 1. There was not a single hole more important than we're signing Juan Soto. None. Verdugo, yeah, I mean, we need Verdugo to come back. That's for sure. We need his bat to come back. We need Gleyber Torres' bat to come back. We need DJ's bat to come back for them to have a swinging chance in the playoffs. We need these guys for their bats to be, awakened. That's for sure. So maybe Verdugo's a little banged up, Robert, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Roe Bottoms. I definitely don't want to take the human element out of the game, but they're probably more consistent calling strikes. Some of these bums would call these awful strikes. So, who got to trade Soto and Judge because producing results now? Yeah, no kidding, Hayden. I think people are being sarcastic. Soto's not going anywhere, and Judge's not going anywhere. Yeah. They do. I mean, they do it. They have nothing to do. Especially when they watch other channels who just peddle negativity every single day. So nothing you can do there. We call it out here, though. We call it out. At the very least, we counter it with positivity. Yeah, man. Exactly, Mazza. Exactly, Fortrain. Breath of fresh air. Liner, breath of fresh air. Even DeSantos, breath of fresh air. Chisholm. Not a robust jet deadline, but didn't need to be a robust deadline. So, draft Katie Ledecky. I know, seriously. We should draft Katie Ledecky off of her historic performances in Paris and Tokyo and what was the year before that? Brazil. she's the Michael Phelps on the female side. She's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm telling you. If they get into that momentum again, Clemens, I think they're going to be in good shape for the postseason. Yeah. The White Sox, yeah, for paying for Cease. I mean, for bleeding, trying to bleed. Yeah, they are. Yeah. And that, I mean, Crochet really stuck them. He stuck his agent. He stuck the White Sox. So they're a mess now, Jack. They are a mess now. Yeah, I was hoping for a Jazz walk-off. Would be kind of nice show. Yeah. I give him credit for those too. I'm right with you there, Mazza. Yeah. Tides are using a few balls and strikes. I'm telling you, Ken, that's right, man. Amen. I think the White Sox have lost 20 in a row now, Hayden. I think it's 20. Oh. Brutal. Yeah, the blown save. It wasn't. I mean, he didn't blow the save. Like, I agree, Fortrain. Grisham or Judge should have caught that freaking ball. Would have been an inning over. And then again, Canely loaded the freaking bases. What are you gonna do? He got the 2 outs he needed to get. Buckeye, she's got to be the GOAT for women's swimming. I mean, she's right there with Janet Evans and a couple of other ones. She's right up there. Ledecky, she is probably the GOAT over Janet Evans. Mm-hmm. 20 in a row. I don't know if it's the record, but it's probably close. Yep. The White Sox franchise is definitely in a mess. I mean, they probably, if they keep at this rate, they can get the #1 draft pick next year or close to it. But it's not like that's going to serve them any good. They're just a mess in terms of how they run their franchise. It's just, yeah. Is Ledecky coming back for LA too, Buckeye? Oh my God. Whew. She'll probably win some more too. Good for her. Good for her. I love watching her. She's phenomenal. Just like Simone Biles, I love watching her too. Phenomenal. AL record is 21 in a row, Sunset. Damn. So they are 1 away from setting the AL record for losses, consecutive losses. Damn, by Baltimore. Woohoo! No, they have the lottery. This isn't. Yeah, I mean, they'll have the best chance of getting the #1 pick, but they'll definitely get a lottery pick. That's for sure. They'll have the best odds at #1. If this was in football or basketball, the worst team automatically gets the #1 pick, unless they trade it away. Unless it's traded away. But this is a definite lottery system here at the Yankee with the baseball draft, which is crazy. Phillies lost 24 in a row. MLB record. That sucks. That does suck. record is 26. But 1889 Louisville Colonels. Oh my God, really? Oh my God. The Devastator. The Devastator. But this is a good win. I think the Rocks. Well, I think they're gonna lose. What's their record right now? The White Sox. Let's check out their record. Let me pull this up. Standings. They're 27 and 87, so they have 14. They have 48 games left. And they go 20. I think they're gonna lose like 110 games. If they went, 48 games. If they went 24 and 24, they would be 51 and 111. So I think they're going to go worse than that. So they could lose 120 games. They could lose 120 games. They're terrible. I mean, they traded a couple guys, but they could have done better. They could have traded. They could have probably moved Moncada. They could have probably. I mean, they moved Eloy Jimenez to the Orioles. They could have moved some other guys too. Yeah, they're going to be worse than the 62 Mets, I think. Buckeye, yeah, I don't, well, White Sox fans are loyal to their team, but going to be some good fans to be loyal to the team that bad. Parents who bring their kids, yeah, I mean, nothing Judge can do about it. Damn. Wow. $130 losses. So the team went 32 and 130. Shit. Wow. What was it back in the day? Did they have 154 games? Which means they went 24 and 130. That's brutal. White Sox win total over under 36. I think they're going to go. I think I'm going to go 38 and 124. I think so. I think Judge having, yeah, I think so, Andrew Dan. But it looks better because where he's at right now, he started the season with one of the worst slumps ever, like the first 6 weeks, and then he's just been lighting it on fire, dang. So, had he not had that slump and he was producing, he'd probably be at 50 home runs right now. He'd probably be on a 70 home run pace. So, if you factor that in, and you compare that now, I think he's having a better season right now than he was last time, 22. So, all in all, I do. Yep. Yep. High draft pick. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when these teams are really bad. They get these high draft picks every year. Yep. Yankees haven't had a single number draft pick since Derek Jeter when they picked 6th. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Wells is fine behind the dish. Mm-hmm. Wells probably can be in contention for a good year too. Wells is solid. Most all don't know. Maybe it depends on who's on base if they can't run. You don't want to jeopardize them being thrown out. That'd be my guess. I mean, if you got a fast guy on the plate but a slow guy on the base pass, it can be kind of counterproductive. So I'm guessing that's part of the calculus. Buckeye, you're a legend, man. You're a god. Another 5 memberships. If anybody wants a membership to 161, please reach out to Buckeye, the king of Texas. We need to get you a crown, man. We need to get you a crown. There was some over some. I think from Algeria, Turkey. So I don't know something, Jack. A transfer. Yeah, I don't. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but you know, yeah. And that won't happen in professional fighting, Jack. So damn right, it's gonna be fun. Damn right. Yeah, tropical storm Debbie. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Be careful. Okay, please be careful. Transparency. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean, I don't know enough about it to, you know, like don't want trans fights fighting. Just like I don't want men deciding women's rights either. I don't want them in their exam rooms with them. So that's got to be part of the discussion too, right, Jack? Angels are next. Yep, and I think the Rangers are after that, Jonathan. I think the Texas, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Rangers are after the Angels. hmm Yeah, maybe. Nathan, we don't know. We're off tomorrow. Get a well-needed day off. So yeah, yeah. Be very careful. Those are going to be near the storm. Be very, very, very careful. But hunker down and be safe. Yeah, I don't think the Rangers will be a cakewalk. They're pretty solid actually. They're better than the Angels, that's for sure. No. Yeah, I'll be in New York. Yep. And then we got the White Sox in Chicago after that. So yeah, yeah. Cole. I mean, Cole had the little. He gave up. Was it a 2-run double? I think after that, and then he settled down and just locked in. 5 1/3 or 5 2/3 of 2-run ball. He was solid today. He was solid. And I think Dominguez will come up in September too. Yep. I don't think he'll be up anyway because they're not going to mess with his rookie status. Mm. Not yet, Anthony. I don't think Dominguez comes up until September. Yep. If he hits 130 at bat, once he hits the 130 at bats plateau, it triggers rookie status, meaning that will be his first year of pre-arbitration. So if he does that this year and he hits 130, he had 31 at bats last year, so he has an 89 at bats to play with this year if he comes up in September, right? So, and remember he got hurt last year, so that'll get him to 129 at bats. And then I think he'll be the starting left fielder in 2025. That's what I think. So, but he does have 31 major league at bats. So he's got 89 to play with. That'll get him to 129, right? And think about this: you don't want him to come up and hit 130 and then trigger and then have this year be considered his rookie year, because that would also take a year pre-arb away from him. Also, that would be his collective body to be competing for rookie of the year. And if he has a full season and he competes for rookie of the year and he wins it, the team gets an extra draft pick. So they're going to wait until he has a full season at rookie to be eligible for rookie of the year, and to let that be his pre-arb season, which I think is 2025. It doesn't make sense to do it otherwise. Yeah, Boom was smart to pull him at 91. Oh, yeah, that's all right. Yep. No, they want Cole to be on point for the postseason. Mm, no, I didn't do horrible. He didn't, but yeah, it's definitely, this is definitely gonna be. I think I'm almost positive it's gonna be his last year as a Yankee, Gleyber Torres. I'm almost positive. So he's got a shot at getting Rookie of the Year, Agent. Um, Let me see. You know, Rookie of the Year. Here we go. Wyatt Langford from the Rangers. Willie Abreu from the Red Sox. You got Luis Hill, Yankees. You got some guys here. Colt Keith from the Tigers. Um, Colton Cowser from the Orioles. Mason Miller from the A's. So it's not going to be as easy as we think. But I'd rather have those guys this year than next year. It means Dominguez won't have to compete with any of them. And if Jackson Holiday gets his 130 bats this year, then he's going to be added to this list this year. That way, Dominguez won't have to compete against Jackson Holiday next year. So, yeah, he had 98 at bats to keep his status. Exactly 98, no more than 98. If he gets 99, that puts him at 130. That automatically triggers his rookie status. So 98 at bats is what Dominguez can do this year. So, yeah, I mean, Hill's got a good chance too. He does have a very good chance winning Rookie of the Year. He's improving. Spencer Jones making adjustments, and his power numbers are going up. He went through this. He's going through the same transition that Jason Dominguez went through in Double-A. He's also made some mechanical adjustments to his swing. I'm pulling off Spencer Jones now. About 239, 12 homers, 54 ribbies, 21 steals. So, not bad. Not bad. 89 likes. We need 11 to get to 100. 11 to get to 100. Mm-hmm. I can see Jones up next year at some point. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jazz is doing a fantastic job defensively at their base. He really is. He's adopted the position. He's embraced it, and he's playing well. He's playing well there. Oh. I think he's white. Oh God, yeah. You can probably get him for like $5. Yeah. Are they in Chicago to face the White Sox too? Oh God. Oh man. Jones is ahead of schedule. He's only in his second year in the system. So he's already in Double-A. Like Dominguez in his fifth year of the system. So he is ahead of the game, Spencer Jones. It's also the benefit of having 3 years at Vanderbilt College before getting drafted. So More issues, man, maybe, but he's got a higher ceiling than Dominguez. That's what we're hearing too. His metrics, his rate, he rates higher than Dominguez in almost every offensive category, including speed as well. So we've got to see him. If he turns out to be a version of Judge, and if Dominguez turns out to be a version of Soto, and we have 2 pairs of those guys, hopefully, I'll be pretty fired up about that. I don't know about you girls and guys, but I'd be pretty fired up about that. Well, this is true, Billy. Yeah. I mean, think of all the years the Yankees winning 100 games. We used to get our asses kicked by the Kansas City Royals. We used to lose 100 games. You never know who's going to play them hard, who's going to beat them. You never know. We used to get our asses handed to us by the Royals all the time. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a little different here. Maybe built slowly, but yeah, I mean they're more aggressive stealing base than the minors. No, you're absolutely right about that. That'd be kind of awesome, Texas. We loaded up a bus and went over to Chicago and went over there and loaded the place up. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, NFL preseason's already. Yes, it is. NFL preseason here too. Yeah, it is right around the corner. I'm looking forward to seeing what my Jets can do. Mm-hmm. Armor-plated bus. Exactly. I mean, we won 7 games without Aaron Rodgers last year, so. But I'm not really locked in on the NFL preseason right now. It's baseball time right now. It's more important than NFL. So I'm with you there too, Jonathan. Yep. I love when the Yankees get aggressive with double steals. When they just steal bases, it's a good thing. Puts them on, better spots to score. So I'm all for stealing and double stealing. All for it. No doubt about it. Yeah, it did, Robert. Thankfully, they stayed in the game. They had, I think, 13 men left on base today. So, Your pitching, man, kept them in the game. Their bullpen kept them in the game. Thankfully. So, 90 likes. We need 10 more to get to 100. All right. That's where we're at. I mean, let's see. I think the Orioles may have won today, right? MLB. Phillies won 6-0. Oh, they broke their 6-game losing streak. All right. They had lost 6 in a row too. Even the top teams. Zach Wheeler got the win. He's 11-5. Okay. They shut out the Mariners. So Padres won. The Angels beat the Mets. Red Sox won. White Sox lost again. Yeah, man. 20 games in a row. Unbelievable. They are awful. Yeah, Jack Leiter is considered. He's got some fire in his stomach too. He's got some fire in his stomach. He's just, he's got that emotion on the mound, which I love. Yep. Finest stuff is. Yeah, I would agree. Tweak some things with Stroman, just like they did with Rodon. I agree. We need that consistency. Right now, Rodon's on the uptrend, and the other guys, not named Luis Hill, are on the downtrend. Nestor Cortez and Marcus Stroman, unfortunately. So Luis Hill's kind of back on uptrend too. So we need him to get back. We need Rodon to be the guy that we paid him to be. Right? So. Crackers. I don't know what they're gonna do with Stroman. I have a feeling once Clark Schmidt comes back, I think they're gonna move Nestor Cortez as long relief. If they don't bring in a lefty reliever at some point, I think they'll move him to bullpen to give you long relief. I think it'll be a good thing for him. Yeah, when Clark comes back, something's going to happen. And they've got like 4 other pitchers coming back too, so they're going to be making quite a few roster moves over the next couple of weeks. The Yankees, and again, these guys that are coming back, they're going to be fresh arms. So hopefully they'll, find their mojo pretty quickly. So. Yep. I don't know. It's a good question, Consigliani. I don't know. It's a good question. Between targets, yeah. I'm gonna put this up. Understand why most targets off the plane and Stroman pitches outside, and they don't say. They probably know it's coming. They probably know it's not going to be a strike. I'm guessing. So. Oh yeah, more life. Yeah, and I mean, he's been another one of these guys that's been hyped through the gills, but he's way behind in terms of development. Might have a high ceiling, but I do think Nestor should go to the bullpen. Dang, I think he should. There you go, Robert. Shout out to you, Yankees and Giants. All right, man. Just repping the New York teams. Can't fault you for that. New York all day, baby. Yeah, rosters expand unless they expand. The September 1st is when they expand. Yeah, Tommy Canley too. Yeah, I mean Tommy Canley. He's also a free agent after this year, so they might DFA him if they bring in either Poteet or Nick Birdie or Ian Hamilton. All these guys are coming back, so they might DFA Canley for all we know. Yep. 93 likes. We need 7 to get to 100. Anybody hasn't hit that thumbs up, please do. Please get that like button. Let's get over 100. It's always helpful in these live streams. Jose Fernandez like silly yesterday. Whoa. Who are you referring to, Word Lifer? Who's got a Jose Fernandez like ceiling? LV Live, that's right. Good win. A fantastic one. Fan-freaking-tastic. Yeah, his command was not good today, Tommy Hanley. Yeah. Thank you, Jack. Yeah, we all misspell names. Even me. Yeah, Lane is Lalane, I think it is. I think. Big lefty. He reminds people of CC Sabathia, so. Yeah, well, we need Stroman to develop like a splitter, like different pitches to keep batters off balance. Got to show him how to be a little bit of Greg Maddux out there. I did see that Luis Rengifo's back on the IL. Yes, I did, Ken. We dodged a bullet. Not getting him either. Yep. Yeah, you definitely want to hit that sub to the strike zone and the 4 Train Express and here as well. We definitely appreciate it. These are the two of my most exemplary fellow friends and Yankee content creators right there. Okay. More contact pitches, but that's why they brought in Leiter, Robert, because they noticed they needed more strikeout type of guys. That's why they brought in Leiter, who averages 13 Ks per 9, and De Los Santos, who averages about 11 Ks per 9. They needed to get those swing and miss guys here. So, but you're right. You're right about that. Yeah, I think Ross has expanded from 26 to 28. It's not from 26 to 40 anymore. It's 26 to 28, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, I don't really care that Blake Snell threw a no-hitter. I'm not using that as really a barometer saying we should have gotten him and so on. Like, okay, good for him, but his talent level is definitely indicative of being able to throw a no-hitter. But see all the other stuff that goes along with it that offsets that. Matt Blake is he'll figure out how to unleash De Los Santos and maximize Mark Leiter. Yeah. Of course I would. Yeah, I definitely want to win the division. Oh yeah. The division puts us in a better spot, Travis, than the wild card. No. Yeah, they expand. Exactly, Jonathan. They do expand to 28. Used to be 40, but they cut that down to 28. 30 would be nicer. And we can add a couple of bats, couple arms, have a little bit of wiggle room, but they don't have that now. Yeah, Rafael Montero. I mean, he wasn't really that hot. And I would rather get a lefty in the pen over Montero. right now. Oh. No, he's coming off a major injury. Colin, he didn't have a spring, so he's building up his pitch count, but he was pretty solid today. Yeah, I take a lefty over Montero any day of the week. CT cards, no doubt. And it doesn't seem as if he was available, and we know that like Scooble not available, and it seems as if all the chatter we had about Crochet looks like he wasn't available either. So unless the price has been way too high, unless they were way too high. Eli threw out the first pitch today, Lorenzo. Eli Manning threw out the first pitch today. Yeah. Yeah, we need Cole to be ace Cole in September and October. Not now. So he'll work on all the things he needs to work on now. If he's money at the end of the season, I'll take it all day. When there was I don't know. It's a good question, AJ. I don't know if they're gonna platoon him in or keep playing with Rice and have Rizzo, play on occasion. Like I think Rizzo knows at this point that the Yankee tenure is coming to a close, and they're not gonna pick up his team option for next year. I think he knows that. So. Yeah, and Crochet also said he, no matter what team acquires him, he would not participate in the playoffs unless he was given an extension by the team. The guy was basically saying, I'm not going to do my job unless you give me an extension ahead of time. So that definitely did not sit well with GMs and, not even his own agent and his own team like that. So Jake Deegan was DFA by the Mets, but DFA is not the same as release. They designated, and if you accept your assignment, then you'll get sent to AAA or whatnot, so you can still be in the system. Putting on waivers, you have to clear waivers, and if you clear waivers, then you become a free agent. Then another team can pick you up. And that's what happened the other day. Like Jahmai Jones DFA'd, and then J.D. Davis was DFA'd. They outrighted Jahmai Jones. He's in AAA with the Yankees right now. They wound up releasing J.D. Davis. So, yeah. Yeah, the White Sox are just a joke. It's just right now, it's just a joke. So, yeah, he did, Juan. He definitely stuck his dick in a behind. Damn right he did. It's a great analogy right there. Yes, he did. Crochet. Yes, he did. No. Really curious to see what happens. But this team is the parts of this team that have been really weak all year are kind of coming to life now, which is good. If they can be supplementary pieces or ancillary pieces to the rest of this team, then they'll be in really good damn shape. Yankees come playoff time, they'll be in really good shape. I can't stand the Ghost Runner. I can't stand the town. I'm with you there. Yeah, I would wait until the 12th for the Ghost Runner too, if I could. But if you had to put in the 10th and 11th, I would put the Ghost Runner first, and then move the Ghost Runner to the second after Kip Lemmings. That's what I would do. I wouldn't have him right off the bat at 10th inning. Yeah. The White Sox are, I mean, they're worse than a mediocre Double-A team. They're worse than the Toledo Mudhounds. They suck. They have a lot of talent on their team too. That should be other places, right? Yeah, CT cards. I mean, I think that's a good way to kind of ease it in. They clearly want it, but I would definitely be a little bit more methodical in how I ease the Ghost Runner in. Yeah, the 4-9 definitely looks better. I mean, the lineup looks longer. It looks just more, cohesive right now. Yeah. Castle Dragon. All right, go get them, man. I'm going to wrap this up, too. I'm going to play with my daughters before they start camp tomorrow, but I want to thank you all for coming on. We got the series. It's a day off tomorrow for the Yankees. A day rest. We can all recover. If any other news comes out, I will put it out. You have my word. But peace and love to all of yous. You are the best. Thank you so much for coming on. Strowman out. We'll see if Strength comes out, I guess. We need one more like to get to 100 likes. If anybody hasn't hit that like button, please do. We're 99 likes right now. Strowman, that's why I think Clark Schmidt coming back will give some of the other starters a break. So, always TT cards. You know that, 100%. 100%, man. But I do think Strowman coming back will help people like Strowman and maybe Cortez and the rest of them. So, okay, and Schmidt's going to have a fresh arm. So, get those crayons ready, baby. That's right. But have a great rest of the day, everybody. You are the best. My love to all of you. Go Yankees. Have a great night. See you next time.